Ollie finds his place in the dirt. Ollie was an ordinary earthworm. He spent his days at the edge of the forest doing regular earthworm things.
I'm the most boring creature in the world. What do I do? Nothing. I just wiggle around in the dirt all day. What's that about? How does that help the world? He asked himself. Not at all, he humphed.
Ollie was tired of being a regular earthworm. He decided that it was time to move on, get out of the dirt, and find his place in the world. He woke up before sunrise, packed his satchel, and waved goodbye to his little burrow as he slithered away from the forest. He was ready for adventure. As he moved along, he thought with excitement of all the things that he might become.
Maybe I'll be a cowboy with a lasso and a hat, or a scientist. There are so many possibilities.
His journey was long, and as we all know, earthworms are not fast. He squiggled along and along. Soon the sun was hot in the sky, and Ollie was thirsty. He stopped by a puddle and took rest in the soft mud. He took a chomp out of a nearby leaf. He wiggled his tail in the mud. He looked up at the hot sun and at the dry road ahead with a frown.
I do love the dirt and mud, but what in the world is good and useful about digging in the dirt all day?
A little mouse had been nearby, listening quietly. He cleared his throat and spoke.
Excuse me, mister, but I couldn't help hear about your plight. And if you'll just hear me out for a minute or two, I think we might be able to give each other a hand, so to speak.
Ollie nodded, and the mouse sat next to him.
You see,
said the mouse,
I'm just a field mouse, and I work the land to grow my food. I can dig holes just fine, but small as I am, I can't dig the kind of tunnels you can. You know how important your digging is to the land we farmers work on? Your tunnels make it easier for air and water to get in the soil, making it healthier. And roots wouldn't be able to spread out if you didn't loosen the soil. We farmers couldn't do it without you. What do you say? Stay here, do what you love, and help me farm this land?
Ollie smiled. He didn't know that digging in the dirt was actually useful. From that day forward, he and the field mouse worked together, and that little piece of land had never seen more bounty. The end.